Yo, welcome back, guys, to the channel. Man, it's been a minute. Just got back, seeing that new movie. I don't know if you guys seen it yet. I don't know if you guys talk about. Guess below before I say. Guess below. That's right. The Passenger. Or I think it's just The Passenger. But yeah, it was a new movie just came out. Horror movie. Man, it's crazy. This this year we're beginning non-stop horror movies. It's insane. And we're not even like close to October yet. We're getting close, but we're not there yet, right? And we're just getting like a bunch of these scary movies this summertime. Um, that's coming up, which is insane. But yeah, the passenger. Not. I. It's funny. I need to start getting into that habit of for these horror movies to give it the best chance possible. For my opinion, right? Is and I recommend that you guys do this too. But it's very difficult, right? Not to do it, but to avoid watching the trailers that they release, right? Cause man, dude, like you watch the trailer for the passenger and you get excited, like, oh damn, like it actually looks pretty good. The scares, I mean, they look pretty intense. There's flavor to it, some dynamicness to it, and I mean the trailer itself. When I seen it, I mean I connected it with it in the sense that like cause to cause some fear itself is because where I live sometimes I have to commute to work, right? So we take a mountain. Sometimes when the traffic is very heavy on the regular traffic, we take the mountain roads to be able to get over the mountains and across, and then over to the city. And in the trailer, there's scenes where like, well, in the movie too, but just based off the trailer right now, you see it in the movie when you're driving, or he's driving, and you just see just a random stranger right on the sidewalk, right? He's like tripping out, he's stressed out, and so that the cinematic view of that scene, I mean, that's how it looks like when I drive to work when I have to take that specific route. And so I was like, damn, that's pretty. I pictured myself in that actor's shoes or that character's shoes while he was driving and experiencing that at night. I mean, I was like, oh shit, like, it got me thinking, like, what would I feel? What would I think? What would I do? Right. So already off the bat, I was like, oh, hey, there's something good here. The passenger, like, what does a passenger mean? Obviously, we know what the word means, but is there a deeper meaning, significance in the story, in this movie? Just based on the trailer, but then you go watch the movie, and I mean, the trailer shows you like most of the good stuff, man. And that's a bummer, right? But yeah, overall, it's a very I want to say generic, but I mean, there's some you know originality in some aspects. The idea, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's not the most terrible horror movie, right? But it's not as good as you would think based off just experiencing the trailer itself. So that's a bummer there. But and it's very difficult because you try to find some good points with it. I mean, the good point. I mean, I do like the cinematic view, and it gives you that old old 2008, 10, early 2000s vibe of a horror movie, which kind of brings you back a little bit and gives you different flavor to it. But I think just like the story itself, the plot itself is not the strongest. There's nothing we haven't seen before. Cause man, this entity was it's. I mean, this entity had I feel like a lot of potentially, but yeah, it's just like it was kind of like the typical thing where like, oh, it's this being or this demon or whatever, very powerful, can do whatever it wants at its will. Gives you that sense of like Freddy Krueger style, where he's between reality and a different dimension type of feel to him, right? And that's interesting and everything. But then obviously you get the main characters, and then all of a sudden they're his kryptonite. You know what I'm saying? So it's all right, man. Like you kind of get to a point in the movie where you've seen it before, and it leads to how it leads. So you don't get a difference. And before I wasn't super picky. I mean, I tend to not be picky. Well, I don't consider myself super picky when it comes to horror movies, but I think as you still get older, mature, you want something different. You want to experience something new. So I get it in that perspective. But if you like this kind of style, it'll have something for everybody. I think it's a decent movie. Now, is it worth going to the movies? Driving, gas fucking super high right now. And then a movie ticket on top of that. And then if you're like me, I'm not just gonna go to the fucking theaters and just sit down, right? Like I gotta have my soda, I gotta have my popcorn, things like that at least. Obviously you can try to sneak that shit in, but whatever, that's a different topic, right? For a different starter. But is it worth spending all that money to go watch it? I'd probably say no. Nah. I think it's a type of, if you absolutely, or if the movie theater's like, if you can walk down that fucking bitch and get to that theater, then go for it. Just walk there, spend $10, don't buy anything, don't spend extra money that you don't have to. Then it's not a bad idea, right? But if you gotta go far, or you have to, you invite someone, like it can get expensive. And is it worth it? Nah. You're better off just waiting till it hits the streams, right? But overall, the actors were decent themselves. Nothing crazy, nothing spectacular. If you want to compare it to like Obsession, no, nowhere near that. And I still got to make a movie review on that. But that shit was crazy. Or am I thinking of a different movie that I have to schedule? Let me see. Man, your boy's like all over the place right now. Oh no, we already dropped it. Had a schedule. Go check that out. Actually, we have that scheduled right here. And your boy, I was thinking about the other movie. I'm gonna give you guys a little. If you guys are watching this, you guys are gonna get a sneak peek because we're gonna be dropping another video after this one that I was thinking about, which was Apex. Apex is the Netflix one, but you'll see that in the next one. But yeah, going back to Obsession. Yeah, if you want to compare it to that one that just got released in theaters, yeah, your money's more well spent watching that one. Even Holcomb, and I think the Lee Cornyn's The Mummy. It's a little better. I like it more graphically, visually. It gives you a little bit more on edge. It gives you a little bit more like kind of type of emotions, right? So definitely, yeah, definitely doesn't meet right there at the minimum standards to go, for me to recommend to go watch at theaters. But definitely got nothing else to do once it hits the streams. Yeah, definitely just put it up, watch it, and stay home for it, type of thing. But yeah, man, like another very disappointing thing, and others have mentioned it before too. Man, they should have and it's like a pet peeve of mine. I think because I just want to know more, I want to see more, and get a more interesting, a perspective on it. But the lore and the history of the actual, passenger demon himself, they did a very, basic, quick type of like origin, and I don't want to spoil it, but how they got to know, but nothing you haven't seen, super typical, done before. It's like, man, you guys gotta get creative, man. Like, find a different way where it leads to this and that. Where they should get inspiration from. Which my wife hates this movie. It's funny, but I think because just her mom plays it all the time. But Hereditary. I don't know if you guys seen that movie, but it's really good. If you haven't, check it out. But I love the way the origin of um that specific entity in that movie, demon, but it's a bigger thing. It's not just a demon himself, but what's around it, right? And how all these different things are playing into this. And I'm like, dude, like, where is that at? Like, you guys just whatever is quick and fast, almost feels like fast food. Just drive through number 5. Let's roll. But it is what it is. I mean, not everyone's gonna hit, right? But the other ones, definitely check it out. This one, probably just wait till it hits the streams. But if you have absolutely nothing to do and you have money to throw, fuck it. Don't listen to me. Do whatever the fuck you want, right? But that's it. That's my review on Passenger. Not as good I was hoping for. Trailer was much better. And yeah, very disappointing. So next time, I'm not gonna promise anything, right? Because it's hard not to watch the trailers. Come on, right? So I'm gonna pretend to not try. Well, I'm gonna pretend to try to not watch the next trailer. But you guys know me, I'm full of shit sometimes. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Till next time.